Chicago, Paul for the penitentiary. We out here talking about God, keeping God first. I never liked funerals because my grandfather was a Mason and knocked on my grandfather's coffin. My cousin had to kiss my grandfather in the coffin. I got a relative who was a Shriner, Clarence Turner, Tai Chi master. Him and Jimmy Jones, they built a martial arts school out there. So yeah, but mysteries do unfold. We got God. God commands the sun. You can't control the sun. I must control my emotion. My emotion will control me. So I'm sitting up here. I got over here. Introduce yourself.
I'm Jeff Hooks.
Jeff Hook. Military.
4 years.
How many? Tell him about the medals because how many medals you got? So I'm gonna listen to the Marines. I'm gonna listen to the Special Force. I'm not gonna listen to these politicians because he put the work in. How many years you served in the military?
I served 24 years in the United States Marine Corps. Came out as an E-12, which is a sergeant major, fully decorated, 2 silver stars.
Let's go inside. So he had no, we go back on this way. Yeah, we moved around. We can stay in action. We got to move around. We still in the south. Yeah, but he was. I listen to this military. He's a military guy. 24 years in military, special forces. I'm not listening to these politicians trying to control people. Woman stopped me in the library yesterday. I'm walking down the street. She said, "Woman stopped me. Have you vote?" Asking me questions about that. That's none of your business. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And I come from where I know about secrets. I read a book called Secrets of Mental Magic. I know magicians when they pull out tricks on you.
Yeah.
So remember that commercial that says silly rabbit tricks are for kids. Yeah. So I'm not falling for these Luciferian tricks. So we believe in God. He was a. Now tell them how many.
I have a total of like 8 different accommodations from when I was in battle. I have 2 silver stars, 2 purple hearts, three medal accommodations from the President of the United States.
Wow.
At that time, President was George Bush Sr. and Ronald Reagan.
So you fought for your country and God.
I fought for my country,
He
God,
put his life out
and
loud.
our freedoms.
Yeah, freedom.
We're squandering
So
out here.
yeah. So tomorrow they tell them about Monday is a freedom, but if you gotta gamble, like this guy come from a gambling house, if you gotta gamble every day, that's not. You're still a slave to or something, right? Gambling's addiction. We remember Philip Gano got shot in the dice game and walked away.
Yeah.
Bullet killed him. We knew another Jamaican buddy of ours was killed, was murdered and tortured for selling marijuana. See, I don't care. Just see, you what Papa's right. Usually what's Papa's not right, what's right is not popular. Just because it's popular don't mean it's right. Now we talking about, we put words out here, got these words. See that bird right there? Hear that bird chirping? Yeah. We talking about pride. We got all these words talking about pride. My grandmother, I walked in the house wearing an Italian-made suit, talking about the cream always rises to the top. I had a lot of pride. She said, Michael, a bird can fly so high, but it must come down and get his food. So you got to stay humble so you don't want to crumble. Yeah. We got to go opposite when we talk about pride. I was hooked on, I was about pride, jumping on just wearing an Italian-made suit, talking about the cream always rises to the top. I went to bed, dreamed about me. So it's about being humble. We got to go opposite of what the world tell you.
The hardest thing to swallow is pride.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot of work now. I'm in action. They say faith without works is dead. So I'm doing my work. I'm doing my part. Respecting myself, loving myself, so I can respect and love everyone else. Everyone else.
Yeah, boast not what you know. Even don't learn. Though a man knows as much by himself, study learn the man. See, I studied King Solomon. This guy right here, he know about King Solomon. Proverbs, has 700 wives, 300 girlfriend, richest king. He said a wise man controls his temper, knows anger, causes mistakes. Anger have people sitting on death row, right?
Yeah, you ain't got to be on there. They said in the Bible that Solomon was the one that asked God for wisdom, right? But when he asked him for that wisdom, he forgot to ask him for that humility that comes with that wisdom. It's not the wisdom that you have. It's what do you do once you get to that point? Are you going to use it for good or evil? In the day, it's the wisdom that they have is these streets because of all the old myths. But it's all right. It needs to be changed at some point today.
And you remember, Satan was perfect as beauty and wisdom. He was he fell from grace. And we just, so I'm on you see a shaker going up a ladder, shaker going down a ladder. Yeah. Only way to keep you balanced, keep you 2 feet on the ground. So we out here in the sun. We ain't out here. We ain't on death row. We out here enjoying the sun because you can't block the sun. That's God's creation.
Got a purpose today. To help someone.
Life today.
Yeah,
living for life today.
I'm down here. We down here 3 hard way. We down here. We had to go through adversity to get to where we at today. Being happy, can breathe. Bad breath, bad no breath. A lot of friends are not breathing today. We got over here. We got Finger High School, Landon.
Mighty Finger.
He's carried 2 guns. double dutch and stuff like that.
Now-
He just carried 2 guns, double dutch. He
Now I
come up with
carry 2 books.
2 books now. He go to church and stuff like that. And I got a Jamaican, my brother, a Jamaican
I no
guy
longer carry a
from
gun
New
for
York.
this country. Now I carry the word of God in my heart where I can spread it to everybody, man.
Yeah, so he's a beacon of light trying to help the young mans out here with the guns because he come from a lifestyle of drugs and guns and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I'm proud to say that my pastor made his first appointment, and it was me. He appointed me to be in deacon training, and so I'm happy and proud about that. I'm not in the game.
and he come out of the penitentiary still talking about Jesus. So he really he trusts in God. You know, people come out and ain't talk about God no more. But God brought him through the storms he been through. Like my God, they tried to kill him. He got shot. How many
They tried
times?
to kill me 8 different times.
You got
God
shot 8
said
different
no,
times?
Yes, sir. 8 different times.
8
God
different
said
times.
no,
And you-
not so. In the streets of New York, you know, it's like what my brother just said. You know, Jesus is about everything. It ain't about going inside them walls and you talk about them while you behind them walls, right? Just so you can go play a role. But what about you talking about them when you come out here in society where the real men and the real people at, where they can see you? You don't just talk it, you're walking and you live it. That's the best expression and action someone can see. Is you walking what you talking about. The rest of that stuff don't mean nothing, man. Silly rabbit tricks is for kids.
Yeah, silly rabbit
Games
tricks are
is-
killing.
Only little children play games. This is grown man stuff.
And you know something wrong when they check this out. How the Toys R Us, how the toy stores gonna go out of business and they can't get no baby milk, but the gun shop stays open. And you know what I'm saying? The weed shops is gone. They've been up.
Them essential business, liquor stores, them essential.
Yeah, and the CTA trade like the Wild Wild West. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, the guns are still going, the trains are still going, the madness is still going. So a lot of stuff put on the ground to take you out here. So you think, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, weaponize your mind through prayer and meditation. God could be a shield, no problem to the world economy. Those who trust in the Lord are steady as Mount Zion, unmovable in any circumstances. And so we went through the storms, you know, and we happy today. My 2 buddies, we gonna go to the festivals. We ain't gonna tell you where we're gonna be at, but we moving around Chicago. You know what I'm saying? We don't telegraph even the military. We don't telegraph our moves, but we go. No, you know what I'm saying?
Pray today. Pray today.
Yeah, we don't tell them where we're gonna be at, you know, because I know people hate you when you speak the truth. You talk Satan's father lies. So yeah,
I'm practicing spiritual principles today in all my affairs.
And if you're outside doors, don't come to me talking to me with a mask on 90-degree weather. You know, that's Luciferian. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And remember,
Fear.
Houdini died because he was trapped in his illusion. Sometimes they put, you know, you talking about you're free on Monday, but you're still wearing a mask in 100-degree weather. See, that's the spell they put on your mind. See, they hypnotize your mind to control you. You ain't gotta, you know, take the things off the elephants. He still stay in the same spot. So I'm down here. We talking about action. Hit a train coming around. Hit by a train is not the last car to caboose you. It's always the first car to hit.
Always the edge.
Mike Scott, Chicago, cool to be in square. We down here on the day before Father's Day. We out here. Yeah.